Welcome back to Views with Hughes, the Jiffy News. This is Jerome Hughes, and story that our Miss Rachel and Dylan Mulvaney are facing backlash with different comments of looking to work together. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this story right here, the hour and everything. So basically, you all know who Miss Rachel is. She's a popular content creator who specializes in young children's like toddlers education online and stuff. Well, Miss Rachel was looking to go ahead and work with Dylan Mulvaney after she commented on one of Dylan Mulvaney's TikToks and stuff. That's when a whole big backlash ensued. So not long after, Miss Rachel, who is a beloved, who is a children's YouTube host, revealed that she's been bullied online for starting a fundraiser at kids worldwide. All right, so that's going to be discussed in a later on in the video. But Miss Rachel is now at the center of another controversy. Now, Miss Rachel, who is adored by babies and young children for her wholesome, what who many call her wholesome and educational content, recently faced backlash and stuff after Miss Rachel left a supportive comment on Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender social media personality's TikTok account. Now, parents are now divided over Miss Rachel's interaction with Dylan Mulvaney and her children's content. Now, Rachel Curso, that's her real name, better known as Miss Rachel, has built a loyal following, and many fans of Miss Rachel are standing up for her, on TikTok, showing their support, while others are calling for Miss Rachel to be boycotted because of these comments and Miss Rachel made to Dylan Mulvaney. Now, the controversy actually started when Miss Rachel commented on one of Dylan Mulvaney's posts saying, "Sometime when you're in New York City, you should be on our show, Songs for Littles. We love you and your singing." And this comment actually made a lot of parents angry, to the point where some people started criticizing Miss Rachel on TikTok videos. So I had one put up here on TikTok, and it's clearly it's divided. People, the internet is basically divided over this issue, and some people are standing up for Miss Rachel, arguing that she has a right to support whoever she wants, and others are actually upset and saying that they won't let their children watch Miss Rachel anymore. So another boycott has begun, all because another entity want to go ahead and choose to support as well as want to work with Dylan Mulvaney. So here's one TikToker who goes by Kels McCann, shared this video explaining why she don't support Miss Rachel any longer. And she expressed her disappointment, explaining her reasons for not letting her children watch Miss Rachel anymore. So here it is.
If you still support Miss Rachel after her decision of bringing Dylan onto her show, then you are part of today's problem. Why do children have to be brought in the center of everything? Into the pride, to transgender people? Literally, frankly, it's weird how everyone just wants to include their kids in all of this stupid bullshit. It's sad that the one channel that we thought that we could rely on to be in the best interest of our kids, and now she's done this. I loved Miss Rachel. Loved her so much for my son, and I was so excited to start introducing her to my daughter. But after seeing that on my feed about her inviting Dylan on her show, never again. And if you don't agree with me on that subject, you do not need to be on my page. Leave our kids alone. We're supposed to be protecting them, not exploiting them to this. Wake up.
All right, so basically, she stated that she can't trust Miss Rachel anymore to do what's best for our kids anymore, and she also used to love Miss Rachel, but after hearing that she invited Dylan Mulvaney to a show, things have changed. Okay, now her video blew up with over 2.7 million views and thousands of comments, with a lot of people still supporting Miss Rachel. Now, another TikToker who goes by House Drama shared her thoughts about Miss Rachel's newest controversy. So here's that video.
I always knew Miss Rachel would receive this kind of backlash. It was just a matter of when she was going to receive it. But it is a little interesting because since the very beginning of her show, she's had Jules as one of the entertainers, and Jules is very obviously, clearly a queer individual. Now, I will agree, Dylan Mulvaney is not the correct person to bring on Songs for Littles. Not only has Dylan Mulvaney publicly mocked women multiple times, but it also just wouldn't make sense for Miss Rachel to bring Dylan on because Miss Rachel has been a huge advocate for women's rights. But I have a feeling people don't want Dylan on because she is a trans woman. And they don't want their kids seeing trans individuals on television. Which is very silly because I can assure you, your child seeing a trans man or a trans woman on the TV isn't going to make them want to be trans. And I want to reiterate this. If you knew anything about Miss Rachel, you've been watching her for long enough, you would know that she would never try to push that onto children. I always knew Miss.
All right, so basically, she says that she agrees with a lot of people who think Dylan Mulvaney is not the right person for Songs of Littles because of his history of mocking women and because Miss Rachel is a big supporter of women's rights. Okay, but one commenter stated that there's a big difference between Jules and what Dylan Mulvaney is doing. Another commenter stating that Jules always seems really talented and Dylan Mulvaney makes fun of women. My kid would never watch. Okay. So you got the comments down here. Someone said not Dylan Mulvaney though. Someone said someone is always mad about something. Miss Rachel is for children. It's for children, not adults, and children see people, not genders. But the thing is, this comment just won't really fly against with the opposition because of the fact that people who feel that they watch Miss Rachel with their kids and everything, they feel that they want to protect their kids from what Miss Rachel is approving as well as what she's promoting. All right, so that's but the fact of the matter is, a lot of parents are visibly upset with what Miss Rachel is doing or intending to do with Dylan Mulvaney. But then there's also another TikToker who goes by Bree Motherhood who shared her thoughts about Dylan Mulvaney being asked to perform on Miss Rachel's show, and she posted a video agreeing with another mom who said her kids would never watch this Miss Rachel again.
If you still support Miss Rachel after her decision of bringing Dylan onto her show, then
wow. So I was just waiting for the part where this is satire. Nope. Said that with your whole chest. Online. And not only that, 100,000 people liked this video. And then we wonder, right? We wonder why stuff like this happens. It's giving save the children. Except if you're a part of this statistic, then that doesn't apply to you. Definitely giving. You get online and slander people, say terrible, terrible things about people who access reproductive care. Although statistically, there's somebody in your life who has used that access to reproductive care. As a mom to very small children, we love reading about diversity. We love seeing people that are different than us. We love learning about others who have different kinds of families than we do. And I think that's what makes the world a more accepting and more beautiful place. It's when we lead with love and not hate. Anyway, cheers to love and acceptance.
if you still support Miss Rachel,
Okay, so basically with this video right here, Breeze viewers agree with her viewpoint and then share their thoughts with the comment section. He said, "I support this. My parents read me fairy tales from other cultures and it set me off. It set me off well. Good job, moms." And then another comment said, "I'm loving Miss Rachel." And then someone also commented, "Cause that BS doesn't need to be put into toddlers' minds. It's disgusting and pedo behavior." She also says, "Leave the kids alone. They are kids." But Bree Mothers responded with, "Kids need windows and mirrors. They'll have a lot of questions someday when they aren't under your rule and they won't come to you about it." So this is causing like a big stir right now. And then another parent commenter said, "Our kids are not their toy. Mentally ill asylum escapees, stay the F away from my kids. Boys are boys and girls are girls. You're going to have some confused kids." All right. So yeah, that's basically set off a big firestorm. And it even came down to when Miss Rachel even created and shared a pride video, and this set off a lot more parents and stuff. So basically Miss Rachel recently posted a video celebrating Pride Month on TikTok. Let's take a watch.
Happy Pride to all of our wonderful families and friends. This month and every month I celebrate you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're exactly who you are. To those who are going to comment they can't watch the show anymore because of the support, no worries and much love your way. God bless. I am not chasing fame or views. I'm standing strong in love.
All right, so Miss Rachel here says, "Happy Pride to all our wonderful families and friends. This month is, and every month I celebrate you. I'm so glad you're here and just the way you are." Now, the comments section was, I'm pretty sure, was on fire on both sides on this one. And Miss Rachel also had a message to those who might start watching the show because of support of Pride Month that was stated in this video to say that those who won't support her, Miss Rachel, anymore because of this, you know, basically no worries and much love to you, God bless, and she's not doing this for views or fame. She's standing from it with love. Now, a lot of people agree with her on that, but like a lot of other people disagree with her and saying that. And plus, this video from Miss Rachel received more than 2 million views and thousands of comments. And from some of the comments, people have here says, as a non-LGBTQ plus member, I can not understand why fellow folks have issues with this kind of support. Everyone deserves support and compassion. Thanks, Miss Rachel. Someone also commented, do I have kids? No. Do I stop and watch every Miss Rachel video? Yes. So then you got people coming to her defense right here. Okay. But then got a lot of other people who simply disagree with it. Okay. So it's like a lot of people went on ahead and responded in disagreement with her, and then she saw that. And from here, I'm not really seeing like much disagreements and stuff. Someone saying done. Another comment said unbelievable. And then someone also comments about their personal experience and stuff. And then and then someone else commented done. So basically you have like people who's showing disagreements while saying the word done. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of comments who have disagreements and stuff, they were probably buried deep down underneath all these comments that's supporting Ms. Rachel. So of course the thousands of comments and stuff coming from different people who support her. But in the next video, she actually come forward and then talk about how she opened up about being bullied on the internet for the charity campaign and stuff to support the children that she around the world affected by Gaza. So here's another video from that.
I've shared prayers on here before and said God bless, and that's because my faith is really important to me. And it's also one reason why I love every neighbor. In Matthew 22.
Actually, I'm incorrect. This is actually a video on why she posted that prior video. Okay, so she goes here to use biblical scriptures and stuff to support it. I'll explain more of that after the video.
A religious teacher asked Jesus, what's the most important commandment? And Jesus says to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments. There's no greater commandments than these. I believe it's mentioned 8 times, love your neighbor. So yes, everyone belongs, everyone's welcome, everyone is treated with empathy and respect. It doesn't say love every neighbor except. There are so many reasons I stand strong in love. I stand with everyone. That's who I am. And the love back and the God bless if you disagree is genuine.
Okay, so she brought up Matthew 22, talk about what God commands to love your neighbor. Now the thing with that is, if she were to go into proper context about it, she would mention that it means to love them, but at the same time, it doesn't mention anything about behavior or anything. And a lot of parents, that's what they don't like, the kind of behavior that Dylan Mulvaney would give off. Okay, so that's why. And with that being said, she was also facing like a lot of backlash for her support for Palestine in the next video that I'm going to show it to you right here. So basically, Miss Rachel opened up recently about being bullied on the internet because of a charity campaign she's launched to support children who are in need around the world, especially those who are affected in Gaza. Miss Rachel said people have been sending her nasty messages and comments, and all because she wanted to do something good to help kids who are struggling. So here's the video from there.
The bullying is so bad. It's so bad. But I can handle this. Saying I don't care about all kids is like, it just hurts so bad. That is who I am. I love my neighbor. I love every child. Imagining for 1 second what a mom is going through, unable to feed her child, or give her child clean water, or keep her child safe. I can do this. I can do this.
I'll be honest, I'm not even sure why she posted this video on any app or social media app or anything like that, because of the fact that she's sitting here, laying here crying in the dark and stuff, expressing her views and everything. She can do that. She has a right to, but it wasn't necessarily necessary. I mean, to some, including myself, maybe not. It wasn't really needed. But at the same time, it's like, if you're looking to go ahead and stand against people who you are telling us are bullying you and stuff, you shouldn't have to go ahead and give the opposition any platform. That's why, a lot of people on the right don't do that. I say a lot because some of them will still do that, but you have a lot more people on the left doing it. And guess what? People are simply not going to care, But the fact of the matter is that basically another person decided to go ahead and tap on Dylan Mulvaney to go ahead and try to wants to work with Dylan Mulvaney on these different type of things, and basically this time is Miss Rachel. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Are you going to let your children, if you have children watching Miss Rachel content, to keep watching Miss Rachel content after the fact that she's supporting Dylan Mulvaney as well as Pride Month, or are you still going to let them watch it and stuff? Are you going to have them to watch other content creators that might be Christians and stuff who are still teaching them good things and stuff? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you might have on this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I shared this video, go ahead. Smash like button, share this video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.